we're going to be playing mainly 4-player AI. Rebel vs Imperium. Maybe I did the wrong format here. I want... Yeah, this is the wrong format. But I guess I started the game, so we'll play it out. So this will be base game with new worlds. But after that we'll do RVI, goals, takeovers. A couple nice cheap worlds. I mean, one nice cheap world. And then a lot of garbage. This does seem better than normal because of this. Need expanding colony though. Maybe this is good. Nothing goes with it, but it's just such a good card. I don't know. I guess we'll just go ahead and play this. Base game's probably pretty strong. Discard 2. So, settle seems good if there's a produce, which is pretty likely. Because of the number of windfalls we'd likely have, I guess this is decent. Plus brown world kind of blocks mining conglomerate. And it's 4-player. So mining conglomerate not that great. Here we just leech the consume. I guess we explore in case there's a settle. Dev, trade, produce. Mediocre combo. So we're either playing this or passing on dev. Probably passing on dev. This actually might be decent here. Maybe. Because we have a lot of card flow going to 4, 7. We could settle to leech the consume. Well, let's start with that. Going to 8 cards here if we pass. 8 minus 5 is 3, 4. I think we just pass on dev here for now. Wow. My gameplay is going to be pretty bad tonight. I don't really want to call dev into this guy. So I guess we maybe call settle, and if ever there's a dev, we'd play contact specialist plus this. Close enough. No consume, brutal. I mean, I guess not that brutal. We can play this. Pay 1. Pay 2. Now we don't care about this thing. Do we really want to keep both of these? Let's say no. So maybe we keep something different. So play that. Pay 2. Fine. Presumably settle. Explore, settle, consume. Oh, nice. Probably like that, and then trade maybe? Or just settle again? Tree fed. I guess produce is fairly likely. So how do we benefit from that? Settling? It's like 50-50 whether somebody settles. Their hand sizes are pretty low. This guy's not He might produce, actually. So produce. Settle. What has Hard AI 3 done so far? Explore, produce, dev, settle round 1. Very little settling for such a good settle power. Deep explored last round. I mean, trade is bad, so like nobody's likely to consume here actually. I could just consume myself. Overflow by a lot though if there's no builds. Produce. Settle. My hand size, I guess I should just be building here. Problem is if somebody devs. I could dev myself, reach the produce. Forget this. If there's a settle, play that. I don't know, but I guess we'll do this. So explore, dev, produce. Not sure which is better in this spot. I guess I already checked New Economy, so yeah, that seems... I mean, they're both the same on New Economy. So -2 or draw 1. I would just go ahead and do that. Pay 5. One of these worlds, probably this one. Consume 3 goods, produce on 3 goods. Seems good that way. So 522. We can leech export duties is nice. We could leech this. I think we're just trading here. Or no, wait. Trading gets us 7 cards. So we could just build. Settle. No. Trade is probably fine. They build aggressively anyway. I don't know. Feels like this guy might just produce. This guy should be trading. And this guy is likely to trade as well. 5, 9, 11, 10, 9. Feels pretty likely there won't be a build phase if I don't call one. And that means I go, if there's an explorer, 4, 5, 9, 12. Maybe 13 if there's a produce. I guess with the number of produces that are going to happen, it's not a big deal to lose our good. I guess we're going to settle here. So sure enough, let's play that, pay 1. And then dump all our goods. I learned this kind of move by playing against AIs a lot. They produce and consume so much that you don't even really want to go along with them and trade all the time because you just overflow. You need to be calling the build phases that will help you leech the consumes and produces, basically. So a card like this is really good here because it consumes one of our goods and produces back on an additional good. All in one round. Wow. And the same idea here. Instead of X2ing or naked X2ing or whatever, you definitely want to call the dev, leech the consume and produce if it happens. So yeah, super straightforward play here. Dev settle consume. Pay 2. Settle a blue world, I guess. Sure. And we can get 4 chips or, well, per good this just seems better. Either 2 chips for 2 goods or a chip and 3 cards. So 3 cards versus 1 chip. We're getting to the point where we don't need the cards, but one more draw, I guess, is fine. Also, we have to keep an eye on the pool in games like this where there's a hell of a lot of consume happening. Also, probably take a look at the scores. 22 to 20. Presumably we're deving here. Leech to settle, hopefully. Although I don't know how that works out. -3. Yeah, we could play this, I guess. Saving this. And then draw a ton of cards. No produce, wow. Explore, dev, settle, trade. Interesting. There's no way to get cards back on consume, really. I don't know, I feel like just playing this into this and this or whatever and we just win. But we'll see. Should probably just click on wait here. Wow. Expedition Force, pass, pass. That's a good sign. Up by 10 now. Pay 3. We're going out to 3, 2. So we could keep these 2. We're not drawing any cards, so we're going to have 2 cards next round. We could keep this and just call settle. I think that should be good enough. So -1. Actually, we can't call. Yeah, we can call settle. If there's an explore, we can play this. So hand sizes. He would go to 8. So he could play a 6-7 something. He's down by 11. I don't know, I'm fairly confident settle wins here close to 100% of the time. Enough so that I'll just call it. $36, $26, $22, $14. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Late stream A? Yeah, back to my normal schedule, at least for 3 days. Until PoE comes out. Yeah, I forgot I was supposed to make a game with my buddy, a real-time game. He keeps inviting me to this format that nobody plays, that I'm not really interested in. But yeah, this is theoretically my normal schedule, right? My normal time, the late stream on whatever day it is, Wednesday. How you doing, man? So, here... Dude, I'm like 8 minutes late on that message, holy fuck. I'm so used to the quiet streams lately. Not even looking at chat. Improve logistics, space mercenaries, new attack. Okay, well, we never played that. I mean, this is pretty bad. This is probably worse. You're not up at this hour anymore? Right. This is like 3 a.m. So this is 2 PE, 2 players, 2 actions. Good dev naked trade. Seems pretty good. He's going to try and leech this produce or settle a lot of the time. I mean, he explore devs so often in this spot though. I should probably just naked settle trade myself. So what hour are you in your day right now? Early? Early morning, effectively? I don't know, I'd rather dev naked trade than naked settle trade, really. Double naked's really sketch. You could also dev produce. It's actually pretty good. If he settles, play that, discard 1 down to 0. That produces fine, I guess. Yeah, I think I missed the window. He had like 10 minutes before stream, he wanted to play a 30-minute real-time game. And now we're like 15 minutes in. What about soon? Just spending the time-lapse painting video a bit. Nice. So how many episodes is it now? It's 4 condensed into 1, I think? Or is it more now? I was watching the beginning of the Emily stream and it looked like she was finishing up the painting. I guess that would be the final part. And we'll be moving on to the sub stuff. Sub-animals. At least by the sounds of it. Yeah, I just saw the Asmongold host where she's like, why are you hosting me? What are you doing? Go back to your corner. So AI's... Oh shit, I rematched the base game. God damn it. Oh, we're playing base game again. Gem World's nice. Mining League could be amazing. I guess we have to play this. Speculate. This is pretty bad. It's not bad. If there's a settle no dev round 1 and no produce, I guess we'd play this. Maybe even with a produce. Last one was so short she didn't really do much, so I'm gonna skip that one. Also, there's another one after the Emily, I guess. The Hulk has appeared upstairs. Whenever they close, some guy appears that's super fucking loud. Walker. He's a walker. Tactics. I think this is the most extreme. Keep. I don't like trading into this, but I guess we're only helping one opponent. Oh shit, amazing draw. Wow. Pay 2. I mean, we checked Galactic Studios. Is this the game where we did? No. I think that was against our buddy. You'll add the a fifth part when she does subs, right? She did some grass work, etc., and you couldn't even see what she was painting on the second camera, so I'm gonna skip that one. Yeah, I think that's the Emily one, right? The 4th part? Well, I mean, it might be the 5th part, I don't know. But yeah, that seemed like the last part, basically. So, choose action, produce. Oh, we drew no earth. This guy almost certainly will produce, so I guess we just settle. Settle, trade, and then dev. And have an 8-point engine. Settle, go to 3, trade to 7, dev. Good enough. Explore happens, wow. Huh. They're both great. Yeah. I guess maybe that's better. Pay 4. Gonna be a bit short on cards for a round or 2 here, so oh wow. So lucky. It could actually overflow here if there's an explorer, no builds. Wow, he's got a 6-point engine. With potential. 1 card in hand though. This guy's got nothing going on. Yeah, it's gonna be a fight. But yeah, we trade, I guess. Dev happens, so we can't really do that. X2s. Now, I guess we dev leads to produce. Explore, dev, produce. Might go back in time a bit too, see if there's VODs of any other cool painting stuff I can make a video of, right? Yeah, Javard made a bunch of those. I don't know if you saw them, of like her earlier Emily's, a couple of them. Some, like not just Emily. So he did the fish painting one or whatever, the squid. Her like second face paint ever. The underwater one, sea life kind of thing, sharks and whatnot. We'll see. There's probably plenty of upcoming painting streams, right? But yeah, I play this. Page 5. So right now we produce and consume everything. If we play this, we could play these two. So we don't really need this. Something like that. Videos are all hidden on his YouTube or what? Well, he had them visible for a while, quite a while. But then, I guess like during his unmodding #1 or something, or maybe #2, probably #1, he maybe wasn't sure why he got unmodded and just hid everything or deleted everything, in case that was what had annoyed her. So I don't know if they're still actually there unlisted or just gone. But yeah, he had done it's basically the same thing you're doing with the painting. He had a sped up version with like music overlaying. So he did it for the first Emily, I'm pretty sure. He did it for the like I was saying, the sea life painting, face painting. There was another one, I think. He did it for the one where she like put blue, kind of blue face paint or blue lipstick on, and she wanted to take pictures for Patreon or something, and didn't end up liking how it turned out. Blue kind of look. That was more recent. So there were 3 or 4 of them, and then he stopped when the first unmodding happened, I think. But yeah, they were basically the same thing you did, sped up, but they were longer, like 45 minutes. But then again, it was speeding up a 7-hour video, right? So it was probably around the same thing, 10x. So now we just X2 or what? Pool's gonna empty really fast. We're not far behind considering they've been X2ing. Wow, what the hell? But yeah, so he has a 4-point engine. He has a 6-point engine, so we have the best engine. And we can leech it. So we just X2 and don't even care. X2, X2 settle. And we're going to be able to benefit from this guy's build phases, unlike these guys, pretty much. But yeah, it's funny that you made the same thing, kind of, and didn't actually know that he had done the same thing. The subwall video is over an hour at the moment, going to be much longer probably. Right. So, we would like to, we're going to get 1 card back. We would like to be able to play this. I mean, we could even dev next round. Play this. Draw 1 back. Call dev. How sick is that? It's insane, in fact. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. And just forget about the rest. This should be strong enough to win just these 6 cards. The key here is that we're leeching the produce with this one, not these. I guess we can keep one of these in case there's an explorer. We'd be able to keep it. So dump that. Yeah, so basically you both had the same idea. What the hell? Draw mining robots now? Unbelievable. So lucky. Maybe I just settle them? No hand, so he's not going to dev. Pretty much ever. Yeah, I think settle's fine here. Wow, what the hell? Dev, settle, devs. What just happened? No hands, nobody produces. I guess my engine's too good? What the hell? So now I have to pass on dev. Wow. Right, never saw those, so I'm basically following Gerard's footsteps. Just a matter of time before Robin is annoyed by my videos. Well, I don't think she even knew about his videos, honestly. I'm pretty sure he just was playing it safe, deleting everything, hiding everything. I don't think she had any idea. But like, he probably didn't have any idea why he got unmodded at the time, so just playing it safe. Yeah, I'm like 99.9% sure she has no idea he had put videos up there. He might have... Yeah, I don't think so. I think nobody really knew other than me. I think maybe like a couple of the people that stumbled upon them. He never really publicized them anywhere. He had just kind of been starting on it. When it happened, the unmodding I think happened. So we could trade. Or simply produce, or dev. I guess we're just supposed to produce here. Get on with it. Although, what does this guy have now? Yeah, he only produces 3 goods. He still just has a 6-point engine. I think we're just fine. They have no hand. 1 card each. Somebody's gonna explore. So I mean, what's the downside to just deving here? Screw you, I'm deving. And a settle. Wow. I was pretty happy with the last video. I wanted to pin it on her Twitter, but I guess you can't do that when sharing. Huh, interesting. Nice, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure most likely if she'd seen his, she would have felt the same way. So that's unplayable. So if we want to lead to settle, we'd have to play this, but it's a pretty useless card, honestly. He would just play this and produce. And just run away with the game. We even have this for later. Of course somebody produced. I was like, maybe I should trade here and nature produce. But I wasn't expecting a produce to happen. And x2, and it might even be the final round. Getting so many points. 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. 12 on my own. So yeah, it's probably the end. Nope, nobody x2s. Interesting. I gotta go back in time then if there's already videos of that stuff. I'm sure they'll go like at some point, right? Yeah. I mean, you could go back in time from this point backwards rather than starting at the beginning. Because he started at the beginning, basically. So there's still definitely some things that are worth speeding up. Like more recent Emily's and face paints. I mean, you can just ask him what he'd done. It wasn't a secret or anything. Discard this. And like what he had started working on, so you guys don't duplicate effort. Settle, you may place a world. Explore, settle x2. I guess I play this, keep running robots. Is that even worth it? 3 points for 3 cards versus 1 more? Yeah, I guess. And don't rematch. Two chips in the pool, so I could x2 and end the game here. With pretty much a guaranteed win, so I guess I should. Dev trade. GG. Not gonna bother with Emily though. Yeah, I mean most of the face paints involve or start before Emily, I guess, so it's the same episodes. So we're not rematching. 43, 27, 22, 20. Like there's almost no face paints without an Emily later. So check online. So yeah, sure enough, doesn't build. He doesn't build very often, this player. So dev. Could just play this. In the long run, it's worth it. This isn't that important. Especially against a player who doesn't really build. And with this out, he won't want to settle. don't know if that's correct, but I think I'll try it. Try and scare him out of settling. And I guess we would keep the military dev in case we draw something where it matters. Oh, we're not going to be able to keep it anyway. That's fine. It's too bad actually she doesn't do Emily often, so that means the body paint stuff is rare too. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Don't I know it? As the guy who especially loves her face paint stuff, I'm all too aware of that. I was excited excited for a very short time when a few weeks ago she said that she wanted to do face paint every week. But yeah, of course, that didn't happen. And I mean, I'm not surprised about that either. But it would have been cool. Face paint every week. So we can export trade or trade produce. We're not that likely to be able to leech a settle anyway if we... I mean, I don't want to explore into him actually, is what's happening here, so we're just going to trade produce, skip around. Nice, he double explores, doesn't do anything, great. Discard one of these. We're really enjoying those streams. The crow thing was excellent. Yeah, it looked, I mean, I still haven't watched it, but the thumbnails I saw looked like, holy fuck, looked amazing. So we dev'd, and they explored. Probably a good result. We're going to be playing Terraforming Guild in the long run. Don't really need production worlds and stuff. We have a yellow world. We would like a green, a brown, and a blue. We have one of each color of Windfall, perfect. So we only care about credits here probably. This might feed us. No, it's not. We have this to feed us. And... oh, we only keep one anyway. It simplifies things. I guess we just start spamming devs until they decide to do something. Their hand sizes are low. Seems fine. Chronox has created 2 other games. So weird that he always has the RVI takeover scenario on. I don't get it. I feel like he doesn't realize it. So create a new game now and get it right this time. So RVI goals takeovers, go. But yeah, the face paints will always keep me coming back forever, for sure. It's just a matter of if I can catch them or know they're even happening is going to be the problem. If I'm not like in the know, I'll probably just have to watch them, usually in hindsight, watch the VODs. So Alpha Centauri, Epsilon Eridani, Evolved, Rebels, what's happening here? Advertisers with Centauri is amazing. This is great, so keeping these 2 and then 2 of these. Rebel one maybe. And a cheap one. Close enough, I think. So did you catch stream today or yesterday or whatever? No. Nope. I mean, no, I didn't catch even a minute of it, I don't think. I think she was streaming from like my time 3 AM to 11 AM is what I saw. Based on my math skills. But no, I didn't. Or actually, I did check for a second to see what she was playing. She was playing Fable. So that's pretty cool. Thought it was pretty cool that she's playing that, basically. So yeah, we trade. There's a dev, great. And we get to keep our one of these. I guess that means you didn't catch it? You must have. I'm pretty sure I saw your name for the second that I was there, actually. But yeah, no, I'm basically taking a break. No, and trading to 6, so I guess we'll just keep that. 3 p.m. to 1 p.m. or 3 a.m. to 1 p.m. 10 hour. Oh. I guess she deleted a VOD then. Which makes sense because I had a notification that she started streaming at 11 a.m. and then I checked later on and there was nothing there. So I thought it was just like a 5-minute thing, but I guess it would have been 11 till 1, so like a 2-hour VOD with something that made her delete it. So we would like to settle. Wow, we drew Mining Conglomerate is nice as well. OBS ripped, yeah. Figures. So she's been having crashes with OBS Studio. That sucks. I don't get crashes with OBS Studio unless I mess around with pretty advanced stuff, so I'm surprised she's getting crashes with OBS Studio. Kind of makes me wonder if she's actually using the old OBS. Or maybe, I mean, I don't even know. Like, her crashes in the past might have always just been with OBS Studio. And that's why she wasn't using it or something. Dev doesn't really make sense. Settle, keeping this is fine. Could also just produce. And if ever there's a dev no settle, we play this is great. Yeah, I think we'll just produce here. Seems good. So, wow, Trade League. Amazing. Play that. She says she is using the newest OBS, but I don't know, her PC might be the problem. Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that the new OBS Studio is causing her crashes. Because, I mean, I found multiple ways to crash the program. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Chucking 3 here. Keep the big cards, I guess. And the playable ones. So we're short a card to play this, sadly. We trade for 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be sad if there's like builds and no explore. Because I'll have to pass on everything and overflow. Pretty chill stream. Clandis Fable stuff? Nice. Clandis and Fable, huh. Might have to take a peek. Like, what did they call last round? Yeah, 3 and 1 dev'd. 2 explored. 3 and 1 dev'd. So there's no guarantee of a build here. Dev is somewhat possible. If I explore for some stone, I would lose this to leech this. Not even going to consume. Probably not going to consume, so Trade League not even good yet. I think I just trade here and ignore what happens. She refused to change the category from IRL to the game she was playing, so he had an IRL audience. Pretty weird experience. Yeah, I was thinking about that today. I've had this thought multiple times, how she's always breaking the rules, being in the wrong category, but nobody reports her, so she's like kind of getting away with it. Basically, like if I was her competition, I would report her. Like if she was a threat, you know, if she was a really huge streamer or whatever, and you were competing against her, you would definitely want to report her because she's breaking the rules completely, like every day almost. But yeah, don't tell anybody that. Obviously, nobody needs to know that she's breaking the rules, and therefore that they can report her. I don't want her to get in trouble for no reason. But yeah, she is technically breaking the rules almost every day by miscategorizing her stream a lot of the time. And actually, I feel like it would help. It might help her a bit too, because like IRL people know her now. She's probably actually losing viewership or potential new viewers by miscategorizing, because just by going in random Fable, right? There's for sure going to be people that would never have come across her before that will come across her. So potentially she's actually hurting herself, but I mean it wouldn't be the first time she's hurting herself, right? So it's not a big deal in that sense. But it's just ironic that she probably thinks it's helping her, but it probably isn't actually. But yeah, I can imagine it would be a weird experience, right? Getting IRL people for the game. Oh, actually I can keep Traley here. Holy crap. Amazing. Because of the Explorer. So yeah, beautiful. Chuck that. Trade that. And I can't imagine we could lose this game at this point. So here we're just deving again. Dev settle. So I guess it's time for Terraforming Guild maybe. Either way we save a card. No produce. This way we cycle a card though. So I like that. And then we could just move on to settles. So 1, 2, 3. Probably something like that. Actually, I only need $1 for all powers. So does he. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess makes sense. I don't know why she does that, but every 2 minutes someone mentioned the RL thing and she just said that it's supposed to be like that. Yeah. I mentioned something like that like in January and understood from her response that yeah, it's gonna stay that way and whatever, it is what it is. Either she doesn't realize that she's breaking the rules or she doesn't care, or both. Probably both, to be honest. What's happening? Oh, waiting for the players. I'm so used to instant actions with AIs. Score, we're ahead. Is somebody going to produce here? No, no, no. So I guess we have to produce. Produce and dev seems fine. Explore, settle, consume, produce. Probably pretty good for us. Actually, there's no dev though, so not that good. All powers need 1 and 2. Goods, devs, rebels, aliens. We have merchant guild, so maybe we should focus on production worlds. We have a lot of consume powers though, so we're gonna have trouble feeding this every round. Not really in the mood for this song, it's a little too light. But it wasn't too bad. She still wants a raised bar, and except for some N-word stuff, it was pretty quiet. Still wants a raised bar, as in she tightened up the noose more. Like she wanted more modding to happen this time than the Emily episode, basically. That's what you're saying, I think. Or so bizarre. I think we just play the production world here. Going to some number seems fine. Pit 2. Plays a brown world, which is relevant. She wants less money, okay. Cool. So it worked out. It's pretty quiet. Now we dev. We have a new economy as well now, holy shit. No, she timed you out? What? Tell me more. I love it. I still think I've never been timed out by her. And we recently found out about the Wilkins timeout, which is pretty funny. So, get 6 cards here. We could actually keep blue good. Pointless though. 3, 6, 9. We already have 10 cards. We don't even. We're gonna overflow. Maybe we'll keep it and see what happens here. So we lose a point. He traded, so nobody's gonna have any good, so consume's just not gonna happen. Which means I should use it. Unless I want to call consume myself, but now it's too late. So now what are we doing? Settle trade, then settle produce. Seems pretty good. Oh baby. If we lose this game, I'd be shocked. Research labs. And he's gonna lose this good. Crazy. There was a guy who wanted me to share Ice Poseidon clip, and she was like, give it to a mod. I was the only one there as usual, so he PM'd me the link, which was some weird foot fetish bondage thing. So I didn't respond right away, and he PM'd Robin as well. Okay. To be continued. She looked at the clip with the sound on, and chat was like, what the fuck was that? Share the clip. So you linked the clip in chat, and she did not like that. Oh man. I could see that. You gambled with that one a little bit. Pushed your luck, it sounds like. Unless there's more details. Because like if she wanted, she could have posted the link, right? So a little cheeky link post from Galderama. What's happening here? We're on consume, and somebody consumed, and I produced. So I could discard for chips if I want. Which might be worth. She timed you out to remove the link, I see. Interesting. Saw her reaction said she didn't like the clip, so I should have seen that one coming. So it's like a way to make the link go away. Nice. I could get the VP goal here doing that. And he would share it if he X2'd. So I'm going to have to actually do this. Take 2 chips here. Something like that. I could do one more. Do I want to? Probably not. I feel like he might have not noticed that he's going to lose his good here. Because that's brutal. Now we settle produce and profit. It was 5 a second timeout and she modded you right after, so it was no drama, but you never know. Yeah, never forget. Wait, so when she times out a mod, it unmods you automatically? Is that what happens? Or I guess it makes sense if that's what it does. I just didn't have any idea that was the case. Huh. Neat. Good to know. So if ever Javard acts up in my chat, I'll just time him out. Auto unmod. Javard, who has never been timed out anywhere ever. Don't expect it to start. I don't expect it to start. So are we just producing and leeching stuff, or hands are pretty large? And yeah, nobody's gonna produce, so I think we're gonna have to. This guy might produce. Nope. Settle. Toy shop? I mean, we do have an engine now, like if we play this as a 2, 3, 4, no, 2, 3, 4. We lose cards though. Time out, so that's not true. Right. Right. We actually lose the goods, but that's fine. I mean, whatever. It's good enough. Pay 1, 2. Oh, we have mining league now. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe that changes things a little bit then. Play this, pay 1. Lose the goods. Overflow. Discard 4. Death Settle, Consume, Produce. Holy shit. Guess we do this. You do get a bit paranoid when stuff like this happens, yeah. She said it's fine, but she's been calling you out in 2 streams in a row and now a timeout. Close to the end, maybe? Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised you've lasted this long. I mean, no, very few new mods have lasted this long, I feel like. Maybe not. I guess people usually last a while at the beginning. Like, Chriselle has lasted a while too, I think. But yeah, don't worry. Even if she unmods you, you'll be back, so. Unmodding is just another day at the office. Pay 5. So is this what I'm playing here? It must be. I'm drawing so many cards and stuff. It's so good. So pay 5. 1. Too many good devs. 2. 2. 3. 4. Maybe 5. Something like that. Oh, there's a settle too. Kind of forgot that detail. So what even is happening now? Trade a blue for 5. Yeah, this is fine. So browns go here. Blue goes here. Blue goes there. And I almost have a full hand. Insane. Oh, I thought I was going to produce on all these, but yeah, close enough. Who does stuff and get noticed is the people who get unmodded. Yeah, pretty much. That's the thing. I mean, it comes with the territory, right? If you help her, generally you become a target. It's just the way it is. I mean, it's for her own good, and it sucks to get brutalized, but kind of is what it is. I don't know what the solution is there. The solution is either to not help her and not get brutalized, which is kind of what I've been doing for quite a while now. Or at least, I mean, that's not true. I mean, I still help her in several ways, but if she was less aggressive with the people that help her, I would help her more, basically. Or if she didn't ignore the people that try to help her as much as she does and stuff like that. So, or you can help her and get wrecked. Like the Javard school of thought. Just help her to the max and get wrecked to the max. So, we could X2. I mean, I was gonna say we're massacring them, but this guy actually has 25 points. I mean, just deving is fine. Somebody's going to consume, we're going to draw back infinite. Yeah. Oh, he's X2ing for 6. Still should be fine. Easy game, really. No settle phase. No produce. Pay 5, 1. This is starting to seem unlikely. Wow. Even without consuming for cards, we have tons of cards. So, just take points. Dev, consume. So here's where we finally run out of cards, perhaps. Wilkins! What's up? It's weird, I felt like I had a free pass because of your health, but I don't think that's the case anymore. Yeah, nobody gets any free passes for any reason. It's become quite evident. I think you're the final example. No free passes whatsoever. Evening, Mr. Wilkins. I don't know why I feel like Wilkins is the kind of guy that wears like one of those fedoras, but yeah, probably not. A fine gentleman he is. So the game's not going to end. If I play this, I go down to 2 cards. I play this and then this. Might work. Doesn't work. I end up getting wrecked and there's no hope for anyone. Yep, pretty much. The Queen's rule is law, or whatever. The Queen's word is law. Nobody is immune. I mean, it doesn't even matter. I'm massacring them, right? So. Just play the big card. Pay 5. So if I build next round, I'll have 2 cards, 3 on an Explorer. So I can never play that, never play that, never play that. This is a 1-point, 2-point play, 3-point play. Can't even play that. And if ever there's a dev, it doesn't really matter. So we'd never play this, basically. And just end the game with a settle. No, is that right? 2, 1. Yeah, it seems fine. We have 4 cards somehow. Forgot about something. So I could have kept bank maybe. In any case, we settle and end this. And we're top hat in Habbo. Does that count? Right, that might actually be why, subconsciously. I remember that hat. That's probably it. Not too bad. I had a few depressive days, so I turned it around. I haven't seen you around as much as the last few days. Yeah, the ups and downs. To play that. And win. Wow, 70 points. More points than all the opponents combined, maybe? No, 74 to 70. What do they even do here? I'm gonna bet a bunch. Oh, so my schedule's different now. Yeah, it's tough, man. Shitty tableau here. Just all kinds of anti-synergies. And he's not the next best. This guy is, yeah, with a bunch of VP chips. So much for a real-time game. I'm like ignoring him hard. He produced, yeah. Not unreasonable. Oh, we drew the 4th color too. Pay 5. Settle trade, trade. Actually, lose are good if we do that. Maybe I don't. I think we'll just do that. I was thinking about getting into PoE again, but I have no idea how I'm supposed to find time for it. What are you playing otherwise at the moment that's taking up your time? Robots, Warlord. Are you still enjoying 7 Days to Die? Although is she even playing that at the moment? I guess she is. Maybe just taking a day off or whatever. Or Fable. Basically, 7 Days to Die is going to be like her mainstay game, seems like, for a considerable time being. Like WoW used to be. Robots, Warlord. All military stuff. Wow, and the only one we can actually play is this one. Which kind of sucks. She hasn't played since her permadeath run. Started super early, yeah. I haven't played that since weekend. Oh, did it? What happened in that run? Did she not make it 7 days? Or did she make it 7 days? Or something. What is this hand? Well, one military off this, one off this, one off this. Well, not one off this, but... So these three are key. This doesn't really matter other than for defense. This doesn't really matter ever-ish. This at least is playable if we draw nothing. So I guess we do that. Explore. +5 maybe actually? That was really likely. This is definitely... We can get rid of that, no problem. Maybe even this if we draw the right card. So yeah, +5 spot here. No dev. No permadeath runs while on period, that's what I say. She did really well but then decided that everything was crap. Right. Alright. Wow, no military whatsoever. What in the fuck? Huh. Do we have a backup settle here? Nothing great. Should I kill on day 7, only game hours before her time? Oh, that was that time? Okay. I'd heard about the one time that she made it almost to day 7. So I guess that's it. She got killed on day 7, the only game. Right. Get that. It's really an annoying way to die, but still. Yeah, permadeath is definitely more of an emotional roller coaster than other formats in any game. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. When Rich was doing one last night and he was on day 11 and was making concrete. I guess that's early to make concrete. Universal Symbionts or Genetics Lab here. We could just go commit to this thing and just trade it. Lose that though. It's not even that great. Or play this and try again. I hate Explore +5 so much. And like there's no guarantee of a dev and then we really cry when there's a 7. I don't know, I feel like I probably have to do that though. Well, no builds. Still no military devs. What the fuck? God damn it. It's really early, right? I'm doing a single player at the moment, really enjoying it. Nice. Only day 7 or 8. Me too. This is the military trap that I don't really fall for anymore, but apparently I do. We're still not dead though. Next round is when we get killed. If there's no dev and we draw a dev or whatever. So we can pretend we're going military still, potentially. Probably need to keep a dev here in case we draw nothing. On day 27, 28, not permadeath though, I did one of those, died on day 3. Oh, no way I'd last that long on permadeath. I don't have running zombies either. I've only died 10 times only. What's your guys' records for permadeath? All I remember was that Lost died like 3 times in the short span that I watched one of her permadeath runs at the beginning. It was pretty funny. 3 or 4 times. So I guess that would have been day 1. I think he fancies himself a strong player. Never done a permadeath? Okay. It would probably be 2 or 3 days. Actually, I know you did at least one, right? The one where you got absolutely nothing at the beginning. So I guess your record is day 1. You remember Lost getting trampled. More than 1 on down on day 3. Okay. I've only died once on mine. Ran into a wolf pack led by 2 zombie wolves. They wrecked me. How many different enemies are there? Enemy types? Because when I first watched the game, it looked like there was like 2 types of zombies, basically. Like the normal ones and then the female ones, basically. But it seems like there's way more. If I count that since it was multiplayer. Okay. Although I don't know that anybody even ran into each other at all, right? So it was effectively solo. Did like anybody in all the multiplayer permadeaths that she's done, has anybody ever encountered anybody? Get that RP in action. You found Murtaugh? Nice, nice. It was easy when you start with nothing. It's easy? Isn't easy when you start with nothing? Several types of zombies, and then there's the feral. Zombie wolves, wolf packs. Let's say I draw the Miraculous Expedition Force. I can then play this, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can play this. And I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can play this. This is just bad anyway. And this isn't that great anyway. Fine. Fine, we'll continue to pretend we can win this with military. Yeah, sure enough, no fucking dev. G-dev, 3 rounds, 0 devs. Still don't have a military dev though. Oh, we do here. Fuck's sakes. God, I hate military. So like, what do we do? Pass on settle and then dev? So brutal. Dying on day 1 is easy, yeah. And animals, both normal and zombies. Oh, I see. Wolves and dogs, bears, right, I've seen the bears. Birds, snakes. Don't really remember snakes, nor really birds. Bears, of course. I hate them all unless they run into my spikes and I can grab their meat. They're really annoying. Could play this. I guess we just pass on settle and then dev. Pass on settle and we have 4 settles lined up. Like this just, it doesn't seem like the way to win. Plus we have a consume power, so we're gonna lose our good. Potentially at some point. And now everybody devs. Fucking hell. I'm actually doing really good for food on your solo game. 60 meat at one point. Down 45. Were snakes added in the recent experimental build or something? So I guess now we just start settling. And of course everybody settles. So I could have naked traded, but now I'm going to lose my good if I play that. So we play this. I should have thought about naked trading. I'm kind of playing this on autopilot now. Could naked trade still again here. Problem is if I whiff, I can't afford to whiff given that I'm behind a tempo, I feel like. G-Fed is just not going to be even good. It's the same value of trade, but I cycle one more card. I'm not sure, but... This isn't even useful, since NGO's here. Not that this is, none of this, none of that. Pain in the ass, them things. I'm gonna struggle if we go back to normal group play. I'm really enjoying doing everything yourself. I like to be grabbing materials is tough when you're out scavenging and vice versa. Base isn't anywhere near where you want it since you're motoring around the map gathering stuff. Just build a small house and building mine, farming food and mats and exploring is fun though. Nice. I mean, I'm building up all these chain of worlds, but it's not even good. So yeah, probably played this one. I have 1 color out of 4. This guy's got brown left. Yeah, it's way ahead, and he has Terraforming Guild. Like, this is so over. So the one time I try and go military, I did get unlucky though. So it's not representative. You're in the church. Remove the back and front entrances. So fixed spawn. I don't even know. So dev, and there's a settle. Oh wow, we drew logistics somehow? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, play a free one. Draw 2 back, call dev, yeah, whatever. Unless somebody has G-Fed here. Oh man. Here's 1 card though, so we can go ahead and dev. It's 1 map that comes with the game. Yeah, it seems like a good first step, or a step before random. Learn the game on the static map. So yeah, what the hell am I doing here? Everybody has 1 dev, so we could actually get the dev goal. Maybe, probably not. Guess it's worth a shot though. Dev settle, dev settle. Dev settle, trade, produce. I guess this is actually useful potentially. This gets us a card back. That's fine. Paid 2. I don't know if that was right. No other consume powers. You didn't play the last time we played 7 days on stream, right? We kind of did our own thing. We built our stuff around the same area, so that was interesting. Is it possible to play it in PvP? Whether we're going to continue that save. We never do, yeah. I was say I was super screwed. That might have been the permadeath one then? So we play this. Yes, alien goal. Oh. Fine, I guess. Do we care about that? Probably not. Maybe we do. Trade, leech a dev, and or a settle? Yeah. Actually, it would be a shorter card. God damn it. It'd have to be an explore dev and a settle. Which is basically impossible. We still gain a point, so we must do it. I was hoping for no settle. You produced and then settled. Weird. I got trapped in the snowland and I can't get out. You could PvP totally on that game. You can PvP if you don't invite or accept invitations. Huh. Kill some random dude that one time, right? I abandoned that Mike guy wanted PvP when we all played off stream. So, I mean, you could not make it strictly PvP, but just have friendly fire on, basically, so that... I don't know if that's interesting or not. There's enough shit that you can run into, like spikes and stuff. I guess you don't need to worry about hitting each other accidentally. Dev, settle, produce... Huh, pretty bad settle. And bad dev, if he dev'd even. I guess he did. So wow, this guy's actually the temple leader. What the fuck is happening? Everybody's caught up and I'm last. Javard and Holly killed each other a bunch of times on one save. Things got really salty. Nice. Can accidentally kill each other, yeah. Well, I got right pissed if I remember. She stopped talking. What? Oh man. She does take her game seriously. So I believe it. I'm kind of like that. Like, take things personal probably when you shouldn't, kind of thing. Stubborn. I'm pretty stubborn. So, what's happening? Do I discard to produce? No. And I guess step again. So we will at least share this. But I mean, we're not winning, but I guess we can hope that it doesn't end somehow. Dev settle X2. Well, it's a fine finish, but it's not going to be good enough. It will be the final round. Pay 5. Does it matter? Wow, this guy ends up winning. What the fuck? Terraforming Guild lost. Don't mess with all... she reminded me of Robin when that happened. Don't mess with Holly. I can't make fun. I rage quit when I got trapped in the snow. Yep. The disgust. The disgust is real. Pretty crazy how all the tempos are almost identical. 12, 12, 12, 11. And actually, the guy who looked like he was going to win ended up with 11 and lost. Wait, it's not over. But it probably is. So, consume power. Wow, he lost by 1. Crazy. 51, 52, 40, 41. Lost by 11. So this guy won with this. Pretty sick finish, holy shit. 4 color gold, plus 4 on there. Bunch of points on consume. I got a crappy start on the previous save, but ended up in the right spot in the end. Actually not sure when the next 7-day stream will happen. She got Fortnite out to try out 2 if she ever gets around to it, right? Also, all the shit I savaged, and I couldn't get out because I kept freezing to death. Oh man, Conan Sin too, yeah. Yep, who knows? It's like spin the wheel. Or like throw a dart at a dartboard and see where it lands, guessing what she's going to play. So that's game there. Basically tune in daily and be surprised. You don't even need to act surprised. So we trade and discard for chips. No great devs, no great settles, so it's a bit sad. So chuck those, I guess. Presumably, I guess he's going to produce next round. Everybody's overflowing. He should be building, but he doesn't build, so we'll see. Who knows? I'm just trying to start at the moment. LOL. She's in a really strange mood. Right? Touch and go. I was surprised at Fable. See how that just came out of nowhere, I guess. I mean, that's like one of her favorite games always, so maybe it's kind of like coming home for her. She loves Fable. I don't even know, was she playing an old one that she had played before, or was it one that she'd never played, first playthrough? Because I remember when Holly was playing Fable, Robin was mentioning how she loves Fable and stuff. So yeah, so maybe she needed a game that would lift her mood. So discard one more. This is never going to be good. So this is a 2 PE game. We settle produced. Planning to play this. He settles. She got a gifted during the drunk stream when she smashed her controller. Okay. I still haven't watched that. I guess I probably never will at this point. Settle. Guess we just start with this. Let's see what we draw. Pay 3. ATI. So at the moment this is the best one. So I guess we play it. And we'll draw 2, 3 cards to 7. So here we discard to put... Oh man, I almost clicked on there. Jesus Christ. I would have raged right there, I'll tell you what. What happened during the second stream? Yeah, I was wondering about that myself. Didn't play it until now. I think she wanted to wait until she replaced the controller. Okay, so she played with keyboard then. Let's see. Did something happen? What is going? I have no idea. Yeah. So this is garbage? Question mark? Sure. And then just exit produce. And he's finally going to join the game when I have an engine set up. His first trade. Baby's first trade. Yeah, my board is insane. It's possible that I should even be building here, potentially. Dev produce. Settle trade. I don't know. I'll just go with the X2 produce and see how it goes. So he has the military chain set up. Jesus Christ. So dev trade, settle trade are likely. I don't know. I had a pretty decent opening, but I'm a bit scared now. Jesus Christ. She has a new control, but couldn't get it working. Impatient as usual, yeah. I'm like a mini version of her with that kind of stuff. Like I get impatient with that shit too, but like she's really quick to give up. It's like plug it in, doesn't work. All right, I'm done. I mean, she has the benefit of 100 people on the stream to help her out and get it sorted, and yet still gives up pretty damn easy. Considering settle. I mean, it's so idiotic to settle into this board. So maybe explore +5 trade. I think that might be the play here. Thing is, he's likely to settle, not dev. I still need to explore +5 though, and trade is fine. I have lots of extra goods, sure. He does indeed settle, and we don't draw any good devs, sadly. Didn't even draw an alien, nothing. Okay, so this is not playable. Not really. I mean, are we really keeping this out of that? There's no way. Dev. Plan on drawing GFED. Can't remember anything happened during the second part of the stream. It was just the final hour or something. It might have just been, yeah, because it was short. She seems to have not like it when she has short VODs up for some reason. I guess she wants people to find the long one or something like that. But as such, she's in a strange mood. Spirit was called out the other day because he said she has 2 sisters. For some reason, that pissed her off. I mean, I think she just gets sick in general of people talking about Julie. Like, Julie's probably like overshadowed her for like years or whatever. People always bothering her, asking, "When's Julie streaming? How's Julie?" or "Julie this, Julie that." So like, I could see it being not taking much for somebody to bring up her sisters and her to be like triggered by that, but that's just a guess. What's happening here? Explore, trade, X2 produce. A lot of speculating always, since there's always a lack of information. I'm just like trying to read her mind, because she won't tell us what's bothering her and stuff. Or like, yeah, it just depends on her mood, right? What's fine one day, the next day could be taboo. So Starnomad Raiders, Old Earth. Even for like the superfan regulars, it's touch and go at times. So 4-player AI with a nice windfall. A convoluted way to get it out. So I mean, we have to play this. Sasquatch upstairs, tromping around. House might be all tense with her mom, right? Today she didn't want anyone to share Holly and Julie's Twitch channels. It's really hard to foresee what's okay and what's not. Yeah, there's always stuff going on behind the scenes, right? So there's reasons why she does what she does, but like she doesn't tell us, so we're like sitting here trying to figure out what the hell, right? So I'm sure there's a reason for that, but God knows what it is. You don't think she's living in the house? Yeah. I feel like she's doing alright considering. Like when she first got there, she really wasn't feeling it, right? Like she felt worse and all that. So things seem to have gotten to a pretty good level, it seems like, with her mom and stuff. At least until recently. Like before she moved back to her parents' place, given her interaction with her parents, it seems pretty amazing how it ended up working out so well. Like at one point, not long before she moved in, like her it looked like she was not going to move in. Like her mom was like not. They weren't even on speaking terms or whatever, right? So I was just about to link their channels. I was just about to link their channels, and that was after she timed me out. So I could have been in a lot of trouble today. It's weird. I mean, Holly and Julie aren't really even streaming at the moment, it seems like, anyway. I mean, Julie I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. But Holly I have notifications on, so she hasn't streamed in a while. Indeed. He told this story earlier. I can like copy paste it. She had a clip she didn't like, so she timed me out to remove the link. She hasn't streamed forever. Right. Wilkins would know. His modding duties have been on vacation for a while now. Much well-deserved break. So this is a priority. This is fine for later. Goals. I mean, this is pretty shit. Pretty shit. Also pretty shit, but the goal's there and we're going military. Guess this is fine. Call dev most likely. Yeah. Explore dev. Do we draw better in military dev? No. Trade and go from there. Interesting opening. So I wonder if... So they don't often trade with this homeworld. So maybe it traded because if ever there's an explore and a settle, it could upgrade its trade. It's weird. Even before that, she was streaming when you're at work. Ah, okay. J-Reckon has been her main mod for that period. Ah, okay. I didn't realize J-Reckon was a reg over there. Cool. His name came up recently when we were talking. So yeah, trade. Check on humans. Confirm. Produce on there. Actually, only overflow by 2. Wow. 5 points. I guess it doesn't take much with this out. Something like that. Discard 2. I should probably keep that in case we draw big rebels. Bunch of garbage we don't need. Probably gonna dev trade. He's been Julie. Same with Holly. She hasn't streamed in a while, yeah. But I guess she's busy with work and stuff. Yeah, probably. I didn't expect that she would stream all that much in the first place. He's been Julie's best mod for quite a while now. Actually, you'd say nice, cool. Yeah, I like Jay. He's really dedicated. I haven't really interacted with him much. I'd say Holly might never be a constant streamer yet. I would imagine that's going to be the case. Weekend streamer, basically. Which is probably what I'll end up becoming. So, Imperium seat. Sure. There's a settle that we could actually leech with or produce, so we're going to have to. Just go in here. Dump these, probably. It's likely to fit with this. Uplift goal. Maybe. A little bit better, slightly, maybe. Jay is great. When Julie streams while you're at work, I pop in to see if any other mods are there, and it's always Jay. Right? Nice. I know she's in good hands. He never says anything in Robin's stream, so it's hard to get to know him. Yeah, we chat often, but he's like that in Julie's stream too. He does the poo hearts when people subscribe. Nice. Worker mod, best mod. If we trade, I mean, there's somebody's gonna build, right? Usually, except when they don't. Settle and to produce. Holy fuck! Cha-ching. Yeah, this is actually pretty good here. 5 points now. And cards. I talked to him when we played WoW. Oh yeah, he was there that day. And when he was worried about Julie's account being hacked. Boom, 9 cards. Hands are pretty big. Could just trade. But maybe we should be deving here actually. In case there's no builds. Could actually do this into this into this. I don't know, dev seems right here. Well, I was wrong. Could have traded. Dev settle. I think this is right here. Also, there's the production world goal. What's happening with that? We're actually in the lead for it. Maybe we should focus on that. Still play this. Something like that. Dev settle, wow. He was a new little party, it was fun, nice. Maybe we just think he's always there because he never says anything, right? It's foolproof. Best mod, always there. Part world or production world. And produce massive overflow. I mean, this is getting really good now, so I should probably just play this. Play production world later. Overflow is fine. This is an 8-card trade. Only discard 1. Tons of useless cards here. Oh, we draw the production world dev. Nice. So awkward that the produce did happen when we didn't have this out yet. How does that even happen? Because of the distraction. Scores? We're actually losing. We're in last place. What the fuck? What am I doing wrong? 4 base military. Dev isn't that likely, so I'm just gonna dev. God damn it. Why am I always wrong? Play that, pay 5. Okay, so I'm never playing that, probably never playing that, probably never playing that. That. Close enough. Trade. There's the produce and the settle. No dev, I guess is fine. Play, I guess the most expensive one maybe? I mean, I'm overflowing surely. Drawing tons of cards. Seems fine. Discard 3. We're down by 7. What does this guy have going on? He's doing so well. Trade League. Guess I better get some sleep soon. Oh damn, forgot that time change again. Aliens and uplifts. Yeah. Once in a while he makes an appearance. So we just need to play our biggest card. Dev consume. I might actually be wrong here. So markets is pretty good. Went to 5. Not really sure. Fucking hell. Down by 6 still. He has 9 cards. What the fuck? I don't know what we did wrong this game. If anything. Now he can settle a yellow and just massacre us. Guess we trade and pray that it doesn't end here. There's the settle. 4-point play, 4-point play. I mean, there's no way it doesn't end. If it doesn't end, this is the better play. Didn't play yellow. Bit surprised we lost that one, but this board was pretty good. Dev trade, indeed. ATI. You missed the coughs, not really, yeah. Yeah, he seems much better, which is nice, because he was the closest source of noise. Well, maybe not, actually. People above are really fucking close. But yeah, he was driving me a bit crazy for a while there. So much so that I actually approached him about it, which was totally not in my character. Normally I don't want to interact with people about anything like that, ever. It's like, you do your thing, I do my thing, leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you. But yeah, it got to the point where I was like, it's enough already. So this is our best dev. We draw back 5 cards, so it doesn't even matter. So do this, pay 6. Go to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. Whoops. What the hell? You can double click them? I didn't know that. I guess it was just... That was weird. I don't even understand. Dude, buy some cough drops. Yeah, if only it was that simple. Maybe it is. I don't know. Does that cure coughs? As severe as he had? Jesus Christ. This cough was insane. So, dump, dump, dump. 8 cards, 9, 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, produce 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can leech dev with these two. Saving this, I think. And then should probably keep 2 worlds, 2 devs, so we'll just check that. And if he settles, we have 8 cards. We probably want to play this for 3 and this for 5. Close enough. Alright, dude. Have a good night, man. Sleep well. Settle. And this game is not looking good. Everything's pretty much free. Free. One. But not great. So I guess just play the best one. You'll do your very best? Nice, nice. So new AI game. This is pretty damn nice with this opening. Blue-Brown Rebels. Yeah, I mean, nothing to think about. Even this isn't bad. Not playable yet. And this is a Blue-Brown that produces on this. Kind of overkill. And expensive. Can't imagine we ever end up playing this. It's pretty close. I don't know. So we settle in case there's a trade. Of course there's no trade. Why would there be a trade with Alpha Centauri? Dev. So we can't reach the dev. I don't know if we care about this card, honestly. And we could run out of settles pretty quick. And it's blue-brown. Imperium combo. Are we simply trading here? It's effectively getting us 3 cards for 1 action. Seems fine. Another dev. Alright, so we join the game now, 2 tempos down. With this crazy start, somehow we're down 2 tempos. Like, how dumb is that? On round 3. So. Ooh. Yes, please. Not that anybody's going to produce here. But yeah, Dev seems pretty automatic here. Dev settle trade. So GFed maybe? Oh wow, settle trade's amazing. Let's just go GFed, pay 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Our settles kind of suck, so just keeping Dev seems good. Although, hold on here. We have this to get this, so that's important. So, we could just play that now. It seems okay, we'll try that. Wait. Oh, I might overflow though because of that. No, I hit 10. Whew. I can still play this first. Right, fight blue-browns. That's the thing with this, it's not even that good actually. Stupid blue-brown goal, impossible. I think we play this first. Mainly because we might want to trade this good later. Maybe. And because it's blue-brown, obviously. Yeah, Dev. Explore Dev. Pay 5. And we have the 4 colors, theoretically. I think this is too far. I mean, kind of want to keep all these. Oh boy. At least it's with 2 points only. mishmashy board. Can't really dev, unfortunately. But I could explore Nature Dead, maybe? I mean, I can. 5, 6, 7 on Explorer. Down to 2. Still, it's better than any other alternative. No build, so that's fine. Would have liked to have gotten this out for the produce, but not much I can do about that. Explore dev, and this explorer. Fucking Sasquatch upstairs, dude. Oh my god. So yeah, play this. Pay 3. How good is this really? Not great. We have too many devs. I feel like. We have GFed though. They all passed. There's no settle here. I don't really need to keep a bunch of settles. So yeah, seems fine. Assume that. Dev again, presumably. Dev, settle, trade. Just keep feeding ourselves. Best dev. I can actually take over with this thing. I didn't even think of that. So, take over a rebel. That could be useful. The rebel goal. Oh, there we go. So this guy's got 2 defense, 4, potentially 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So if he sacks this for something, we can take it. So maybe we keep it as a surprise for later. Start with this one. I believe. This one has explore power though. Sure. If ever somebody explores. And then chuck these. Settle that. Hope he sacks new military tactics, but no. Draw cards. Dev again. Profit. Score-wise, we're doing really well. I mean, worst case, we can play this and attempt to take over and force him to sack this, then do it again. So that's pretty good, actually. So we'll just go ahead and dev. Alright. Oh, actually, with this... Oh, man, we butchered that. I could have played this last round and have +4 against rebels. That was really bad, actually. I mean, this never comes up, but it's interesting. Maybe next time I'll notice it in 1,000 games. That would have been sick. I would have guaranteed got this. With 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 against rebels. Yeah, we play that, sack these two. Attempt to take over against that. He does sacrifice tactics. Now we can't have, so we explore. Explore settles, so we can attempt to take over again and take it probably. Drag 2 cards to discard. Huh. So we missed a settle and somehow we're not behind on blue browns, which is nice. Convenient, lucky. Close enough. Pretty sure we pass and take this here. Before he builds up his military. It's basically the same as playing that, except we save a card. We don't draw 2 back though. So it's possible we play this here. And we can dev this and steal it anyway. I mean, does it matter? So if we take his world, we have 4 cards. We call dev, play this, discard 2, play this. Oh, wait. We can't take it yet. There's no dev. Almost butchered that. Or no, we can. We still can because of the... Yeah, he has 4 defense. I have ample. I guess we could play this first and then steal a better world. Potentially. I think we just pass and take over. And dev. I guess now we settle. Any rebels out here? Nope. Everybody settles. Blue brown rebel. Perfect finish. Sadly he plays a blue, but I mean 66, 27, 18, 16. Seems good. Hey, what's up, man? Evening. So have you picked up this game yet, or what? Pretty good in general. I'm playing mostly AI now because since PoE is coming out on Friday, I want to work through all my games. Like, you can keep up to 36 games going at once. So these are all 1 week games, and I have so many games going that it's like half an hour every morning, half an hour every evening at least, to like go through all the decisions and not time out, because you get 1 week of time bank for each player, like yourself. So it can take like a month to play a game or whatever at most. But yeah, so I'm not adding any more games, so I'm just playing against AIs right now mainly, and trying to burn through the last games I have left here. I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Still have 23 games going. You'll wait for a sale? Right. I could never do a game like that. Absolutely hate not playing real time. Yeah, unfortunately at the moment real-time games don't really work unless you organize with somebody else. Because the real-time games are 30 minutes of time bank per player. So it ends up just being like a play-by-email game. And then people just end up timing out because they don't get back to it in time and stuff. So that could use a little work. They gave too much time for the supposed real-time games. But I don't know what they're waiting for to change that. Maybe they don't realize the problem is bigger than they think. But I actually don't usually like playing like 1 week games like this, but it's grown on me. I've gotten better at like quickly assessing a board state. I don't know. It's not as bad as I once thought. Because like I swore off of that back in the day because with the old race interfaces, because I would just get nothing done. I had too many games going. I don't know how Piper does that and still remains efficient with his time, but I guess he just compartmentalizes or whatever. Gets work done. But if I have that shit in the background, I just don't get work done, basically. So we discard to produce here, and that's what I'm back into here, so I want to start trimming them, especially for PoE. I don't want to do like 12-hour PoE days and then have like 2 hours of race waiting for me every day, otherwise I time out of all my games. Not really my idea of fun. He's not known for being efficient with his time. While gaming, maybe. I'm pretty sure he's efficient, like, I don't know if efficient was the right word, but meaning like he'll throw in, 15 minutes of gaming to cool down, or if he needs a break from work, but then he'll be disciplined in going back to the work, whereas I am not disciplined. So maybe discipline was the word. So yeah, what are you up to? Any questions? I stopped reading the patch notes because I was falling asleep, actually falling asleep. And I counted how many pages I had done and how many pages I had left. I'm at 17 done out of 34. It's so fucking long. And I got to the boring part. It's like when the part where they explain the changes to items. But it's like I have to read it to know like what becomes legacy and stuff like that. I don't have to, but I mean I feel like I have to. Yeah. So yeah, so we're just going to produce here. Straightforward, X2 produce again. Continue against AIs, new game here. Yeah, you don't need to know that, yeah. I mean, since I read so little nowadays, I feel like I should at least read through all the patch notes, so I'm not like completely lost. I mean, that's the important stuff. All the shit that happens between these is not really that important. The main stuff happens each start of League. So this is the time to be up to date. Old Earth trades emissaries. This with no way to play it other than with this. So that's pretty nice. And a combo. And this. Is that what we do? Probably, but it's expensive. And I don't know how to... We would just naked trade. Get this out later, this out later. Exposition Force, Alien 1-2, Old Earth. I mean, we can't really do anything but this. It's just that most of this is just not going to be able to be played when we want it. Too expensive on round 1, so I guess we just naked trade. Because we draw a card every consume phase, so there's no risk whatsoever. And we hit immediately. What are we even discarding? Maybe this. There's no uplift goal. We'd have to like produce and then trade back for it to even do anything. And I'd rather be like deving or settling, because we're going to have a huge hand here. Deving particularly. I mean settling too, if there's a produce. Sent you a few choice tidbits on Facebook. I think you've already seen them in your read through so far. Let's have a look. Oh, I see, from the patch notes, right. Pay 1. I don't know. Instinctually, that seems better. So we'll do that. Yeah, I didn't get to the volatile stuff yet. Yeah, everything always pierces now. It's just that it'll pierce, I don't know how many enemies by default. I guess it depends on the skill. And then you can add additional pierces. I guess you read that, but yeah. Sounds like you read all the patch notes. So is that always infinite or always once? Yeah, it always pierces the first guy. Or if it's a skill that pierces 4 things at base, then it'll pierce through the first 4 guys. Apparently I don't realize how many enemies are on the screen at once, because it seems like the base of skills is like 4 pierces by default or something, and then you can go up to 10, as if 10 is really necessary, but apparently it is. I guess also because projectiles go like a screen and a half past. Like, they go past the screen, so like half a screen past or something like that. So it's useful because of that. Oh shit, Sir Farts on Ants. First time I see you here, man, I think. Welcome, welcome. I very much liked your Emily fan art that I came across, stumbled upon one day. Wondering for Stormburst, yeah. Yeah, Stormburst is a gigantic question mark. Still. Volatile Flameblood, Iceblood, and Stormblood Nemesis mods have been disabled. What? Volatile core monsters create an entity on death which pursues players. Wow. They finally did it. I'm actually really surprised. Huh. Bloodlines mod for Bonds of Chaos has been disabled. Wait, that's not even the one I was thinking. I thought it would be that they disable the one that leaves the stupid corpses behind that makes them invulnerable or whatever. Wondering for some reason looking for huge map pulls, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean... Basically, yeah, so like that Pierce cluster on the northeast will actually probably be more useful than I expected, so you might want to take a look at the shadow area there, right? There might actually be a point to going there. And therefore maybe to, what's that defensive skill right nearby that you go down to? Acrobatics, I think it's called. Yeah, acrobatics. Thinking Volatile's nerf is huge, yeah, thank god. Bond of Chaos was the one that killed your Cycloner? Really? Interesting. Right. Right, with vulnerability, right, that makes sense. So yeah, maybe I underestimated how strong they are. I've never come close to taking any damage or dying from those things. So I'm surprised that they were actually that dangerous. Interesting. So here, I guess we're just dev. Somebody's likely to settle anyway, even if there is a produce, and it doesn't look... I guess he's going to produce, probably. No matter what we do, we're going to get cards back here. Dev, we have more devs that we want to play than settle, so we're just going to dev. And settle happens anyway. So perfect turn. Replicating Robots is pretty good here. We saved 2 cards, so I think we're just going to play this first. Paying 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Play this. And draw a card back. They're not dangerous unless they're alive and you're inside them. Yeah, and I guess you'd have to have minus 60 Chaos Res and stuff like that. Usually my Chaos Res is not too bad, because I'm terrified of dying at all times. And Chaos is... it's easy to overlook it, so I just don't overlook it anymore. And that probably made those guys a joke. But yeah, I guess it, as a Cycloner, they're way more dangerous. I can see that. Or melee in general. Who knows, maybe I died to them with a Blade Vortex guy at some point. Alright dude, thanks for swinging by. See you around. How are we deving? We could make a trade. That doesn't even seem that good. We are up on tempo. Could no, we're not. We're tied. Yeah, what else is happening in the notes? Promenade, the Blackguard Tempest, unique monster, no longer cast time with the Lightning Thorn. No, oh, have a longer cast time for the Lightning Thorns. Interesting. Nice. It's still super dangerous for Blade Vortex, because it's not like you can stop Blade Vortexing instantly, and that's how you kill anyway. So it's still going to be dangerous for and like the main danger with that was just not noticing it's there. And just the fact that they're going to have a longer cast time isn't going to change all that much, actually. So that boss is still going to remain extremely dangerous for anything that does large numbers of hits. You just need to know, basically, that map, Promenade, it's just one of those things. Porcupine, Goliath, and maps now have a 70% chance to release spikes on death. Down for 100%. Interesting. Gonna be hard to die now, yeah. Reduce number of monsters appear in the dried lake. Oh, what? Then again, I mean, with the new act layout, that might not actually make that big of a difference, because it's not even guaranteed that dried lake would have been all that useful to farm. I guess it would still be good, but yeah. That's the one that ripped you at the time we were doing Promenade. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's what killed me though, if it was Thorns, because I think the Lightning Thorns boss was off screen. What build was I at that time? I feel like I was Searing Bond, so it would have had no effect. Yeah, it wasn't Searing Bond. I don't remember what build I was for that one. There's a lot more stuff now, so it'll make sense to, you know, keep going. What? I missed something. Oh yeah, I see. Axe and stuff, yeah. Flicker Strike? Yeah, because I remember I was just like sitting around because I had run out of flasks, I think. And then something hit me really hard. So in all likelihood it was the male boss of those two that just hit me really hard or something. But yeah, that is the same boss and the map, yeah. You watch out for the female. Yeah. I don't know what to do here. Let's check on the human games. Let's check on Chrono Game. Chronox. So we export devs. I guess we just play SETI here. Pay 6. Going down to 3. Going down to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on a dev, 9 on a dev. And settle, we'd be at 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4-point settle, 4-point settle costs more. Goddamn. Stupid undo undoes everything. Okay, SETI, chuck that. I guess something like that is fine. In this game, we called dev to play logistics, hoping somebody settles. They do not, but that's fine. So certainly play logistics, chucking 2, and then draw cards on consume, and then settle, and I was gonna say surely win, but actually we're behind somehow. G-Fed. We did have a dev leech, which is unfortunate. He had 1 card in hand. He had somehow the guy with 1 card in hand and G-Fed in play kept a dev leech. That's pretty amazing. Then again, it's not that good, but still, it's a bit weird. Like, this should be a spot where I can get a dev on G-Fed with him not having a dev to play. He should be holding on to a 6 dev there, trading. But yeah, I guess it's a good thing. It means he doesn't have a 6 dev waiting in the wings. What is all this? Discard to it end of round, I guess. Just a whole bunch of garbage. I guess this is fine. In fact, it's pretty good. So that's our 1 good card. I mean, we're tied. We're not dead. And this was a settle. Who called what last round? So he's settle traded. And we have ATI. So I mean, this can't be all that great. I guess he's gonna play the 7-6 maybe here. I don't know if the 7-6 is even in this format. I don't even know what format we're playing here. This is base game, so the 7-6 is not in here. But he might have like 6-5s and stuff. Gonna head out to play something. Good luck with the games. Thank you very much. Thanks for hanging out, man. See ya soon. Choose actions. Settle trade, I guess, makes sense. Explore trade also. I mean, he looks like he's said gearing up to settle, and if he devs, I need to have something. So I guess we just do this again, which is what we did last round, right? Yep. Yeah. So against the AI's goals, tempo, production worlds, goods, discard, alien. We could produce trade. What did they get off produce? Answer, not a whole lot. I mean, this guy can trade for 4, but dev, leeches settle, consume, draw a card to 2. Dev to 3, play this. Would be the pressure way to do this. Produce not really going to happen here. I don't know, I guess it's fine. There might be a settle here, and if there is, we can just trade next round. Doesn't really make sense though, because then we'd have to pass on dev, I think. 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw on dev 2, can't play this. So it doesn't really make sense. I think we're just going to produce here. Everybody trades. Oh, I was hoping he wouldn't get the discard goal, but I guess he gets 6 cards, yeah. Pretty straightforward he was going to. Now builds are going to happen and whatnot. Devon settle. Pay 3. This is RVI takeovers, so we should probably do this one. How are we doing? We're in the lead, barely. Tempo-wise, we're tied. We have a good dev. Bunch of junk settles. Good dev to make sure it happens. Because if there's a settle no dev here, it's really bad. I feel like we have to dev to be sure. So pay 2. Settle. With that in this. Just to make use of our goods. Yeah, pretty nice healthy hand size. Although just a bunch of junk though. But we are in the lead somehow. I mean I guess that's what AIs do, they just play stuff. So that's kind of what we're doing. Do we just trade? It's okay. We sacrifice. If we trade, we sacrifice a chip to draw 2 cards. It's fine. We have the most cards though. What happens if we dev theoretically, or dev? So 3, 6, 7 down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 0. We have this too. Guess we trade then? Not a lot of downside to trading, really. We're gonna overflow by 1, looks like. Huh. Alien goal, we can play 2 maybe? No, it's not really gonna happen. Oh, I overflow by 2 here by trading? I thought it would overflow by 1 if there's an explorer. Not really like that. And this guy X2'd. Yeah, that was not good. Not good at all. Bad. AI running. Choose action. Presumably we're gonna settle. I mean, we have pretty significant settle bonuses. Devs aren't very good. I'm hoping nobody does, but somebody does, and I hope there would be a produce, and there isn't. But I guess this is the final round. Can we win though? Should probably check on the human game before I figure out this monster decision. Nobody. Let's say I play bank. Go down to 7. Play this. Down to 2, 3 on a settle bonus. There is a consume phase. play this. This would be the best. So I would get 2, 7, 8, 9 for the VPs. 10. Going to 30. Ugh. That doesn't seem great. You only use 8 points out of a dev and a settle. I mean, what else can I do though? I can't really pass on dev, not end it. I think we just have to pray. This dev isn't that good. 6 points. Oh, I forgot to count the chip too, so you only need 7 points out of a dev and a settle. So any settle here, basically, he wins. I think. Especially if win falls. So let's say he plays a 1 point settle, he goes to 30, 31. And I get 30, I think. Yeah, I still have to pray that I can do this. Whoa, that's not what I'm discarding. Presumably start with this and wait. Huh. Yeah, it's still 2 points though, so I think he wins this. I guess I can draw into something. Pay 4, 1. Go to 3. Can't afford this. Can't play that. And doesn't really matter. Did not. And then do we choose to not end it, basically? Oh, I could have kept differently there to settle 2 again next round. I probably messed that up. Wow, I'm drawing a bunch of cards too. Stupid. So dumb. So we probably pass. If we don't, we get 2, 3, 4 points to 30. He gets 31. So we have to pass. Oh wow. I wonder if he would have consumed in a different way. Wait, what? It's so weird. So he probably put his brown good into here to save his green good. To trade it now, but huh. So maybe we can win here with a dev. And we can nature settle. Oh. Wow, and the color matters. This is the 4th color, that's sick. I wish I could say I saw that coming, or I planned for it. But yeah, I think we might actually win here. Explore dev, consume the X2s. Right, that's why I kept it, I guess. Huh. Squeeze out an extra point. Wow. Fascinating. Sadly, no settle, but I'm pretty sure. I guess we'll at least tie here. He passes, so we're just gonna win straight up. Huh. Interesting stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5. Game's over. Win by 1. Jeez. 33, 32, 21, 20. So in spite of myself, still won, because I kept wrong. I should have kept the bigger world, or at least done the math, because I was drawing 3 cards on consume. In any case, we got lucky and drew enough to win. So a new game against AIs. Production Worlds. So Spice World's amazing. Trade League. Probably just trade, play this. Don't really care about this. Blue, Brown, Gold, Production Worlds. Tempo, Goods, Uplift. Which kind of fits this theme. VP chips. It's feels fine here. I mean, it also gets us to this sooner. Yeah, let's just do that. If ever there's no builds, this is the better keep, I guess. So much for if ever there's no builds. Is it possible we actually pass here? So we can keep Trade League. Oh, Wilkins, let me know if you're there. Basically for the Rabbit thing, with Path of Exile coming out, I'm not really going to have time, I think, to host that. If you're interested in hosting in my stead. Trade 3, 7. Yo. Yeah, I guess you're probably available on Sunday nights to host that? Because for the next couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to. I mean, I could, but I could do it at like 10 p.m. or something. I don't know if that's going to be convenient for Robin or not. It'd be easier if there's somebody else that can do it. Should be able to, no problem. Yes. Cool. Spice World. Decisions like this are so tough. Even after thousands of plays, it's like, still don't really know. I think I'm supposed to play it. Trade League is so damn good. Trade to 7. Explode to 9, let's say. Still short a card. So it's slow. I don't know, I feel like, I actually think passing is probably correct here. Just wild. And then, say I settle. Settle's probably correct. Oh wow, R&D. That's pretty sick, actually. So we could dev, leech a settle. Their hand sizes are tiny, though. No produce happening here. No produce happening there. No produce really happening there, so it's not really going to happen here. So I think we actually dev and then settle. If there's no settle. Interesting. So, wow, replicant robots. Probably not worth deviating. Presumably we play this. Yes. Settle that. A2. Blue browns. Not really worth fighting for. Production world should probably hold on to. We need this, we need this, we would like to keep this. I don't know, to lose my 2 cheap worlds. Also, if I dev next round, -4, I'd actually lose 2 of these other cards. I mean, they're bad anyway. This one's okay. But not great. I don't like consume powers in with Trade League, so whatever. Not that we can avoid it, given this thing. We might never play it. Something like that. Produce might happen now. Which means we could explore and then dev, I guess. So we can keep these things. Listen to my voice! Explore seems fine here. No produce. Oh man. That really sucks. And there's a settle. This is where it begins. Like, play this, now we can't play this anymore. We can't even play this, we'd have to go all in. Yeah, that's not happening. Passing on the settle. Brutal. Cycle a card. Making me second guess everything. Maybe I should have kept one of the cheap worlds. It's in the past, though. So, I mean, now he's producing, right? Surely. So I guess we just dead now. Sport Dev settle produce. Pay 2. Pass on another settle like this. I don't know. So this is the route where we pass on round 1. This is the result. So we're finally set up, but at what cost? We're down by 10 points. 3 tempos. If we produce every round, we get 5 cards a round. We kind of have to. Somebody else produced. Uplift golds are being taken already. Well, now we're set up. What do we have? Dev. Fucking settles, they're just not stopping. God damn it. I mean, I guess Old Earth is fine. That's not good. We lose a good. I mean, either way we lose a good, but... Maybe we just play this and pass on settle. I think that might be the best play. I'm not sure, but we'll do that. So pay... I mean, we're never getting the production world goal anyway. Why do we even care about this thing? Four points for 4 cards. 5 points for 6 cards. Inefficient. 2, I need 3 more. Nine tempo, 4 tempo. Crazy. It's crazy. How? Like... Round 6. What's happening here? So... This is the game where we're somehow behind. Definitely want to settle. Looks like we want cards here. Maybe some outside chance we can get this out on like the second round and then play this. Without doing the math, I'm going to do that. We could naked trade, I guess. So like this guy's deving, of course. Is he going to settle is the thing. So Devo Gotland, what have you done this game? Trade, settle, explore, dev, explore, dev, trade. So he settled all of once. Produce on round 1 with ELC into nothing. So I feel like it's not that likely to settle. It's like 50-50. So I guess I'm going to have to call it. Rank our 6-point engine. So final round and we're up by 22. So yeah, this is what happens when you double explore twice. We have G-Fed now. So I guess we dev X2. If he settles, it's fine. If he explore settles, probably fine. I guess we just X2 produce. Okay, well now we have something to call a build phase for. Settle's actually good too. I mean, we're just, I don't know how we can win this. This would have been good, like, earlier. So we're supposed to settle now. Settle, consume, produce. If I play that, paying 4. Hit exactly 10. Just getting clobbered this game. I'm actually curious about my 4-player win rate against AIs. Let's have a quick look at that while it's on my mind. So difficulty. So I guess hard. 4-player. Wow. 15 wins and 3 losses. That is far better than I was expecting. That's 83% win rate. Jesus Christ. I don't know if we're getting lucky or what. Like, hard AIs are pretty damn hard. They're like a very good human. Right, so... Dev? Question mark? I don't know how we can win this. I guess we have to hope that he plays a janky Dev. I don't think we can win, but... Explore, Dev, settle, no consume. So probably the final round, I guess, and we lose. Discard 1. That's dumb. Play that. Pay 2. Terraforming Guild, sure, why not? Settle. Oddly enough, I guess this is the best settle. Game over. $42, $38, $28, $23, dead last. So we're now 18 or 15 and 4. But yeah, so apparently passing around 1 was wrong. Yeah, I forced Trade League pretty hard, and this has started to happen pretty frequently, where I spend too much time early game trying to get it out, can't get it out quick enough, skip too many phases. So I think I'm overvaluing Trade League in your opening hand, is what's happening. Because this happened with Ancient Race a couple times too, where that's the maximum card flow you're going to get pretty much. And it's still really hard to get it out in a timely manner. Plus you need a production world too, otherwise it's not that good. So I need to rethink Trade League a little bit. Dev settle. This is a 2 4-point play, 5, 6, 7. So 7 out of that. This is 8 already. Dev settle this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So actually this is better. If we can chuck enough. And surely we can. No. A short one. So get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No tie breaks in hand. This one, 8 with 1 tie break. Not that it matters. I mean, we're up by so much. What the hell is this? Oh, he wants to play a whole bunch of games. Him and this fucking takeover scenario. Just not interesting. So he has a 2P base game here. And a 2P RVI goals takeovers. So I guess we'll humor him on that and the base game. And hopefully get these done before PoE starts. Maybe he wants to play them in real time right now though. So we'll try that. 50 to 26. So let's go. Start with the base game one. So Sparta with a windfall, great. A couple cheap devs, great. Don't really care about this in the base game. 6 devs, fine I guess. Settle trade dev, looks like. And over here in Rebel vs Imperium goals on, takeovers on. Bankers Trade League. So Trade League in 2PE is a lot easier to pull off, but it's nowhere near as good. Nice cheap world. Spore goal with nothing, dev goal with not much. This for later. 6 dev goals out there. So we're probably playing this, trying to get this out on turn 2. Uplifts and aliens. This seems unlikely to be all that good. Explore trade. Could trade produce, dev trade. Trade produce seems okay. Oh, we can't trade produce. Unless we think he will, and he might. He is that kind of player. But if he doesn't, it's a disaster, so we're going to. Plus this gives us a chance to leech a settle or something, if ever he builds. This is probably what we needed to do to play real time against him, because we only had 1 game going, so it's like play a move, wait for him, go do something else. If we have multiple games, that's what we should have done in hindsight. Just go back and forth between 2-3 games. So he dev'd, which is fine. We will play credits, I guess. Successes are few and far between in the base game. I don't really want to discard this, even though it's not very good, just to see another card. So I think we'll go like that. So new AI game. Rebel vs Imperium, goals on, takeovers on. Lost species. Public works, R&D. And then some janky military with no military goal. 2 base military, 4 hidden fortress. Weird. No windfalls with tons of military. That'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 base military on round 2 or something. So I mean, we've got to be playing this no matter what, even if we go military. I definitely want to keep this, I want to keep this, and I want to keep this, so then what's left? I think that makes the most sense. We could... Wow, they all have a windfall. Are there like any windfalls left? I think these are literally the 3 windfalls that exist that they can get, and they each have one. That's a first. Fairly sure that's all there is. So he settled trades. Do we leech something settleable? I guess. We can keep this, trade for 2 more. Export power is relevant, potentially. This is RVI, so Gambling World's actually not bad. Basically never playing this here. So, am I playing Merchant World? Merchant World Trade League, maybe? Down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not even that good. Gambling World's tempting. Actually, Gambling World's pretty good here with bankers. Let's just go ahead and do that. Pay 1. No, not that. Yeah. Keep this combo open. This is fine if we draw into something where it matters. Diversify just doesn't really see play here. This is the base game where settle trading. He explore dev'd, same card as we did. That's his leech. Now what? What happens if we dev? I think we could actually leech or produce, which is weird as hell. 3, 6, 5, 6, and actually save a card. What else are we gonna do? He has 2 cards in hand. Why the hell not? He's probably gonna explore produce. It's not even good though. But I guess we don't have to play this. We could play this, depending on what's called and whatnot, what's drawn. Against AIs, so produce seems pretty impossible. But if a settle happens, I really need to be able to play this, so we must explore here. Dev, wow, that's convenient. Certainly start with that. We don't really want to play this. I guess it's fine. We can sack it much later. I've been doing that more lately. Whenever this goal is out there. Well, actually, the dev goal is out there too. But against AIs, you can play it and then see if they just all give up on it, which usually will happen. And then I can sack it later. Because otherwise, what am I keeping? Rebel Pact. Gives us defense. It's pretty relevant. Let's just do that. We're gonna have to do this again in case we settle once again, and there probably will be. No settle and to produce. That sucks. Well, let's check on the humans. Nope. Garbage, garbage, playable, quite playable in fact. I guess this is okay early game. So maybe we go ahead and chuck that and then call dev. And we could actually play this into this if ever there's a settle, so start taking advantage of our build phase, of our bonuses. If ever there's a settle, we can play this into this, I believe. Seems okay. I don't know, I kind of like getting draw 2 every settle. Although, it's not really going to work, because we go this, discard 2, go this, we save 1 card, so we can't keep this and this. Thus making this a lot less exciting. I think maybe we just go Lost Pieces Arc World here. For a second there I didn't get my settle bonus and I was like, did I miscount? Play that. And pretty good to go. We could cycle if we want. Probably do. Are we producing now? No produce leech. No produce leech. No produce leech. We are producing. Of course they somehow sneak a build phase past us. Cycle a card. Nice. Trade. Explore dev settle. AIs are so much more aggressive than I used to think on build phases. So we trade our good, we gamble. Oh right, this is the anti-version, so certainly gamble that. We hit. So, what happened? What's going on in this game? That was round 1. What happened? Oh, this is, I'm getting mixed up between the two games. So this one he settle traded and I explore settled, or explore traded. He settle traded this. I guess he's gonna almost certainly explore produce, I guess, knowing his playstyle here. So I could do what to combat that? He might dev. Probably not though. So I could dev settle. Or I could explore dev. Can I then play this? Probably not. So 8, 10, 4, 5, I'd have to explore dev and settle. You could hope he settles at some point, like settle produce. Pretty unlikely though that he'll settle produce. He might dev produce. So I could settle. Explore some settle. Leech at dev. How would that work? Explore some settle. 4, 8, 10. Stay at 10 if he devs. I'm at 3. Explore some dev. Go to 5, 6. Play that. So that actually works. So we're gonna explore some settles here, which is a really weird play. He does not produce and he devs. Prim Lords, Rebel Underground. Doesn't really matter. Here we are kind of military. Explore some devs. Really, he didn't explore produce. We dev'd, so we look kind of silly here. Commit to military, I guess. Like, we're not playing Free Trade Association for 1 point, that's for sure. Start with this, hope maybe we'll draw into something better. Like a military dev, small chance. So, against AIs, explore dev, settle, consume. Keep one of these. I mean, if we're going to pass on dev anyway, we could sack this. We don't care about this. So are we playing this at a -1? Basically, we're spending a card for a chip if we do this. Or we could suck it up. Lose a tempo. Not really a big fan of it, but we're already down a tempo anyway on this one. Main thing is this, if he maintains the whole way. If we play this, we go down to 3, or 2, 3, yeah. 2, 1, 2, 6. That seems good enough, I think. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Sack that, pay with that. One production world in play. I think I'd rather keep this. It combos here, production world. So confirm payment. Always scary when you see that card. Especially with 2 windfalls. Crazy produce leech now. And he still has 5 cards. Play this, lose NGO. At least it's not a windfall. Trade that. Wow, GFED, eh? And now probably explore, leech a dev or settle, or both. So both do happen. If we play GFED, what happens? We go to 3, and we cannot leech a settle, which is unfortunate. And he actually passed on dev, so I guess we just play this. And play some military worlds. We have a military production world. So pay 2. Another R&D. Play at the production world. So we're running away with the production world goal, that's good. So, Expropriate dev'd, we Expropriate settled. So, I guess, given what's happened here... Actually, the produce has no effect. We can still Expropriate dev and leech just settle trade or whatever. I believe. So we're still going to play this first. Paying with 1... I guess we'll just do with the weight thing here. Bank, eh? Pay 6. Go down to 3. So keeping runaway robots, trade league. And one more. Merchant world. Explore powers. Research labs. He loves to explore, so research labs would be nice. Although we can just trade produce all day. We have no produce leech anytime soon. I don't know, I feel like that's probably fine. Settle that. We're going to go to 3 cards. If we Expropriate some dev, we go to 4, 5, 6, down to 0. So we're relying on him trading next round. So hopefully he plays a windfall here, but doesn't seem that likely with 1 military. So here we dev'd, right? So what's our second dev? Huh. Switches into military. So we were planning on doing this. We could do this and keep these 2, and then double explore or something. Which is probably fine. Although New Vinland sucks to lose New Vinland. Although it doesn't look like he's going to produce anytime soon anyway. I don't know. Yeah, it should be fine. He has 1 card, so I guess he's settled trading. Yeah, double explorer is fine. Okay, so against AIs, well, we'll check the human game since I spent some time there. Okay. What are we doing here? Planning on exploring, I believe. Dev goal 3, 2, 3. I could dev this and each one settle. I do want to be able to play a production world though. I think we're just exploring here is fine. No builds. Okay. So maybe I did that wrong, because now I'm overflowing. It's just so hard to know when they're actually going to build and when they're not going to. X2. Oh man, what the hell. This guy could quickly become a threat. Okay, so discard 2. Anything, whatever. Now, presumably we must have. We could trade, risk it. Maybe we actually trade here. I mean, this guy's X2ing every time. This guy surely must be building. I think we just trade here. Whew. Play a nice big fat yellow maybe? 3, 6, 7. Keep 2, trade to 6 only. 7. Dev down to 1, 2. Leech something. We could trade again. No. Yes. Hold on. So the math here. So we'll play that. 3, 6, 7. Go down to 2. Trade to 6. Can't leech GFET. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do this one. Potentially. Seems good. I guess technically those games aren't real-time games, they're one-week games, so I don't need to finish them now. Don't need to. So I think this is where we're going to end it for tonight. Thanks for hanging out, my man. You are a gentleman and a scholar, as they say. I'll be back tomorrow night for my last stream before PoE. And yeah. Have a great night, man. Laters.